Okay, here we go again. I think we're going to need to make some kind of significant progress here, because if we don't, I think it's fair to say we're simply not on track to win the game. So let's just see how it plays out. If we literally can't make any progress at all, then I might have to call it quits, but I still feel like we do have a chance here. So we're going to push on and we're going to see what happens. We at least have one turn where we're not losing money now. I did manage to sell some horses to France. This guy wants open borders and we are clearly desperate for money, so we're just going to accept this. If he ends up influencing us with his culture a bit more for that, that's completely fine. We're going to go for order anyway, so I'm not too worried about that. And I don't think he's really going to overcome the Netherlands culture in any case, so I think that's pretty risk-free. I'm a little bit concerned by his units. They do seem to be massing a bit. Got a frigate, a couple of cannons. If he's going for the Byzantines, then that's fine, but we simply don't know, so it's still very much in the air. And I'm not too sure what to think. Does she finally want peace? Nope. Okay. I have not gone to quick combat speed, so hopefully things will kind of move along slightly quicker. Let's see, I can actually just straight up go and capture this. Is there anything around here that's going to kill us if we do? Doesn't seem like it. Okay, good. Got another privateer. This unit I'm going to start moving to the south. I think it's time to see if there is actually a city to the east here that we can take. If not, then perhaps there's some easier way of getting around to Attila's court, but it looks to me like this is all part of one continent. So let's just start moving in that direction, see if we can find anything noteworthy. Worker here doesn't have too much to be getting on with. I think we'll keep him around, but he's kind of done his job. This frigate, let's have a little look to the south here. So as you can see, the Netherlands have taken Tours, and they have a few units here. We could potentially go for an attack, but we can't actually bring this guy in close enough. So I think, since that's mostly France's problem, we're probably just going to ignore it. Let's get some more damage bonus against naval units, and let's just park ourselves in friendly territory. I think we're just going to try and move as many units as we can along in this direction. A little bit risky for my Great Admiral here, but I'm pretty sure no one's going to come and attack us, at least not easily. Could try and block them with the zone of control, but I think this is going to be safe. Yeah, so we do get a bit of scouting done there. This is a little bit more difficult. We could try and take the frigate, but once again, being at -2 iron, that's really kind of harming our frigates. So unless we actually lose one of our frigates, we probably don't want to do that. I can finish off this crossbowman, but it makes sense to do it with a cannon for a bit of XP, although that might not be a possibility. I can potentially go and capture this frigate, but again, I'm not sure we actually want frigates anymore. Simply can't afford them, and there's nobody on the map who has any spare. So it's kind of a non-option. Can't actually kill this. Oh, we do. Okay, great. So yeah, I did try to speed things up as much as possible with the animations being on, but you can see that things are just faster when we don't use that, so hopefully we'll finally get things properly rolling again now. Got no choice really but to try and focus down the frigate. Let's see, that's going to do a good chunk. I fear this frigate could be in danger, but it's not a very good frigate, so if it dies, I'm not too bothered, honestly. Yeah, we'll go for the capture. We don't capture it, we just take it out instead, but that's okay. And we can now pull this back, I think. This is a little bit risky for our frigate, for our privateer, but I don't think he can take it out in one turn, and he won't be able to get through because of the zone of control, so should be able to keep everything alive. Over here we're going to go and repair the stone, potentially repair the holy site as well, but I'm not sure we can realistically pull that off. This guy's going to get his health back, and this cannon can't actually do anything, so let's just skip the turn. I could start sending one of these to the south. I'm not sure if I should, because Istanbul is not completely safe, but we could use a few more units down here. Let's see, so I can't get that one onto the sea in one turn. This one can, and I think I will risk it, and then just send this into the town. because we really need to start capturing our opponent's towns. The Hague is going to be slightly safer if we leave it mostly ungarrisoned thanks to the castle. And we should relatively soon have access to the arsenal. I have heard it said that you shouldn't build defensive buildings in theory, because if you're going for a domination victory you should pretty much just use your attackers as your defenders. Which does make sense on some level, but I think that kind of applies more to Pangaea, where you can more easily kind of block off the routes that your opponents can travel through. Okay, so we've lost a couple of units, both of which privateers. Okay, that kind of sucks. I don't mind losing a frigate here and there, but we kind of need the privateers right now. Yeah, we've got nothing around here to actually capture these with. That's kind of a problem. Yeah, this is looking really bad too with Poland. I'm not sure what we can do about this. We can't pay him. He doesn't want our resources, so I think we just have to hope that he doesn't declare on us. If he does, it's possible we could hold him off because he seems to be using mostly land units, but if it seems like we're going to lose Istanbul, of course that would be the end, so we'll see how it plays out. Over here we've finished the castle, and we can go for something like a public school, but I think we need to focus on military units, of which cannons are always going to be helpful. Over in this town, we do have pretty good production here, thanks to the internal trade route, which might not last too much longer, but still. Let's start working on the privateer. And yeah, we're not going to be able to capture any of these ships, which is a bit of an issue. I could probably go and attempt to capture the sea beggar there, but no, let's bring these into safety, and let's just try and heal them up a bit. Okay, so down here we've got a Celtic caravel. Teutonic Knight is attacking the Netherlands, and it's a good sign that they still have knights, suggests that they're perhaps not as advanced as they could be. This thing is potentially going to cause us some problems. Let's see if we can weaken it enough. I don't think we can reach it with this. Oh, we actually can. Perfect. Okay, let's try and steal that. Should have actually sent this up. They can move back. I forgot about that, but we can still grab it, but then we're in range of everything else. Still, I think we have to go for it. We don't manage to capture it, and this caravel's probably doomed, but at least we've slightly cleared out our opponents, and we do still have a couple of privateers we can use instead, which are ultimately going to be more useful. I can bring up another frigate too, which, honestly, it's in near enough full health, so I think we should just do it. And then Worker will stay put, this guy will stay put, and I'm a little bit worried for this frigate. One of our 3 range frigates, so we need to keep it alive. I'll just try and move slightly back. We've taken one down. Pull back a little bit further. This thing is only 2 range, one of our weaker units. Can knock that out. Take a shot at that, and still got 3 privateers potentially coming in, and they could probably get the kill, to be honest. I could try and capture the archaeologist. I'm not sure if I really care about that though. I don't think archaeology is going to be a big focus for us at all. Okay, Theodora's coming through with a bit more, but she's currently not in range. Still not willing to go for peace. I think we'll just wait for now. Yeah, I'm a little bit concerned about our lack of privateers up here. I could send one up, but we need to get some health back first. We are working on one in Iconium. And we should have Ankara free soon too. And then yeah, there's not really anything we can do for the gold. I'm hoping we can just get peace soon. Let's try speaking to these guys once again. Still not willing to go for peace. Cannons we're just going to keep there because they're nice and safe. And yeah, let's just go to the next turn. I think there's definitely a risk to at least one of our frigates here, but if they go for the weaker one, that's honestly fine. They could capture it, but otherwise, probably a good thing to deal with the iron deficit. A little bit worried for the cargo ship. We'll see what they do. Caravel seems doomed as well. Okay, so frigate goes down. Caravel I'm not sure if that was captured or not. I think it was just wiped out. Still losing gold. She's gone all defensive now, so... Has she finally realized what's happening? Nope. Still wants to fight us, okay. So I can take a step out with this and take a shot at the riflemen while they're on the water, and I think this is safe. Yeah, we'll do that. I'm not sure I want to risk these, because that's grassland, so they can just pass straight through that and attack us. So yeah, we'll stay defensive with these. I think they might have caught our frigate, because I don't think they had one before. Yeah, it's looking bad for our cargo ship. I'm not sure we can keep it safe. I don't want to bring my other units along. I really want to focus on the south. I think I'm just going to have to sink that thing. So then they still have 3 privateers to kind of push on us with. They're not going to be able to take the towns, so I'm kind of tempted just to leave them be and start moving away. Also a little bit tempted to get another workboat here so we can work on the whales. Great Admiral potentially at risk. Should have been perhaps a little bit more conservative there, but we do kind of have more of those than we need, and I don't really rate them. They're not really anything like as useful as great generals. So we'll put that thing up there, and let's just probably focus on sinking these ships. I don't think you can reach. Apparently you can, okay. That's worth a go then. Is that enough? Not quite. I think this might just get the kill. Yeah, it's got a nice damage bonus against naval units, so... Yeah, I think we just have to wipe that out. And then we'll just give the privateer a bit more time to recover some health. Cannon over here, I could bring it down to the south just to help deal with the Huns, which I think probably makes sense. I'm not sure if we have enough movement points, not quite, nearly. Yeah, we just really don't have anything we can trade. Pretty much got all our luxuries. We could use another workboat on the Pearls, but it still feels a bit risky, and this situation with Poland looks very questionable too. So we do have some spare cocoa. I think we've got to try and get some money back. Okay, she's not willing to go for that. I feel like someone else would be. So I'm going to hold back. Even if we can't fully deal with the deficit, just by getting that extra 7 gold per turn, that gives us an extra +7 science. And then Poland, I'm just very fearful they're going to declare on us any moment. If I can just get myself to order nice and soon, then we should at least have a pretty good relationship with them. And then the Netherlands, I'm just not going to trust all game, because they've stabbed us in the back twice now. Huns didn't actually do anything there. Panama City's become allies of France, that's good. We've lost our trade route to Iconium, which is kind of to be expected, I guess. I'm not sure if this is going to work, but I do want to try and free up my naval units to heal. Yeah, we can shoot. Okay, so there's a privateer here. I don't think we can capture that. Might be able to get this one. Ah, crap. Game's misled me once again. Okay, fine. That wasn't quite what I hoped for, but we do still have one privateer in the back, and we'll keep working on getting some more. And I did want to save this thing's move, but I guess to be honest, he might just go for the attack on Iconium, and I really do want to get that health back. So Theodora is once again making her move. And I'm going to have to waste this thing's turn just to save it. And this thing's more or less at full health, so I think it's better off that we just involve it. It's got extra range too, so definitely worth bringing along. We'll go for this one just because I think he can probably reach our cannon. I'm not totally sure, but take the safe option. She still doesn't have any ships to attack us with, so I don't think she's going to be able to wear us down. Yeah, still no option of peace. Let's just have another look at the city-states, see if we can get any more peace. Doesn't look like we can. Pretty much no friends though. Oh well. Yeah, I'm pretty tempted to get a workboat now, just to trade the pearls if nothing else. We'll see. I'm hoping that Iconium will expand its borders pretty quickly and we'll start to be able to get these pearls back. But we do of course need to get ourselves a monument first, and since we have lost the trade route, the cargo ship route, I think we're going to need to probably switch to focusing on the monument, because 15 turns for a privateer is not going to be worth it. See what the Huns do. The Netherlands is coming to attack the Hague. Damage being done to Ankara. Sounds like he's also sabotaged the workboat or something, I'm not really sure. Okay, I'm sure we can bring these down. These guys can attack twice. Can I bring these back? Looks like I can. Start with the town, just going to do a good amount. And then if we attack this twice, doesn't quite bring it down. And bring this back. Or we can try and capture it with this ship instead, but I think we'll try and hold out there for now. We do manage to take that down, but that does reveal a submarine, so this guy's well ahead of us in tech, which is pretty scary. But now that we've seen him, we can attack him. And we did already know he was ahead of us in tech, so can't really act too surprised. Okay. So I might have to pull these back just to weaken the submarine. I think that does make sense. I really want to make a push on Attila, but until we get peace with the Netherlands, it's probably not going to be an option. This guy doesn't have extra range, so I'm going to have to just bring him in. This one does. Yeah, we've got some really solid units here. I don't want to lose them. Fortunately, because we do have these ranged ones at the back, they should be relatively safe. I wonder if we can capture this. Yeah, I kind of screwed myself over using the privateer for the wrong thing. This guy doesn't have extra range, so he's not going to be able to fire. Yeah, there's absolutely no way to get the submarine, unfortunately. So with the cannon, I can go onto the water if we want to keep pushing on Attila. He's definitely got a city there because that border is just way too big for Attila's court. I don't think he's gone tradition, but I could be wrong. He does have loads of wonders. And probably not all in Attila's court as well. I think I will go on the water. It does give us multiple options. And then this last frigate can come back. It's fairly solid. It's not got extra range, but it's not bad. We probably do just have to keep it around just to help out. If the Netherlands brings up extra ships, we're going to want to keep it fairly close. And then I think these units here are best off just left recovering their health. Still very unsure about this Poland situation, but kind of out of our hands at this point. I'm just going to go ahead and get a monument. And over here, let's just get the privateer. Then once we take out a few of these units, I'm hoping that'll be the push she needs to finally give this up. Okay, so we've repaired the stone tile. I guess there's a mine we can work on here as well, but it's not exactly the most useful building. We will finish the public school next turn. So our science should be going up, even though we are losing a lot of it. Poland hopefully not just about to betray us. You'd think Byzantium would be an easier target as well, so we'll see. Can't remember if she's picked an ideology, but the good news is Poland has not gone for us. The Netherlands are about to do their thing. I think we will lose at least one ship. Lost 2 ships, so we lost a frigate and a privateer. That's okay. I think we do now have a chance of stealing the submarine. 38% chance of capture from that versus 38% from this as well. The privateer looks like it's going to do a bit more damage. Okay, sadly we destroy it. See if we can do anything. So this guy is kind of not going to be in range. Ah, crap. Yeah, I just don't trust the game at all. I thought that wouldn't kill, so I could steal it, but never mind. At least we got rid of the submarine. That thing was pretty scary. Wonder if we'll finally go for peace. There we go. Does give us peace with a lot of city-states as well, which is nice. I can't imagine that he would give us anything for this. But let's see. I'll take pretty much any amount of gold. Yeah, seems like he's not willing to accept that. But still, we can get peace with him, which is big progress because he's really held us back. And we can also give him some cocoa. Request some gold for that. Doesn't want to go for that, but okay. Let's just go for the peace. And let's see if he will now accept. No, okay. I think we can sell that to someone else. Someone is going to be willing to pay a proper price for it. But over here we do just have 3 frigates. All of which I think are fairly solid. I might have lost one of my ranged frigates, which would really suck. Yeah, I think I might have. Got 2 left. Okay. So we could potentially go for another frigate. As in steal one, we obviously can't build one, but I think I do want to go for the workboat so we can get the whales, because no one should be pushing on us from the west now that we've done this. And then hopefully she can also be scared off. Let's see. There we go, she wants peace too. Before we accept that, we should probably just wipe out at least one more unit. So let's go for the rifleman. Those are gone, and while we're at it we can also potentially do some damage to the frigate. I don't think we're going to get another kill, so let's just hit that. And we could at least move towards Attila, but it's probably a bit risky with just the 1 unit, so I'm going to hold back. And then we do have a healthy frigate here, which I think I will bring. Can go this way around, but then we did see a few units in this area before, so if I try to go through here, I could then be caught out, so it's probably just better if I play it safe, go this way instead. And if I knew that was there, I could have tried to capture it, but never mind. And I can send another cannon. But I don't think I will. Still a little bit worried about this. So the archaeologist there is annoying. I think if we make peace with her, it should get kicked off our lands. Okay, she's willing to give us 7 oil, which suggests she's willing to give us a lot of money. Let's try taking all the gold. I think we might actually have oil already once we get the tech we need. So I don't think we desperately need to buy that. I'll try taking all the money she has. Nope, okay. There we go, 25 gold per turn, so we're back to making money. I still don't trust her, but now's not the time to try and push on her. Need to at least get 2 artillery first, I think. But we're now making 218 science per turn, which is probably going to be better than at least one other player, I hope. We can also start making cargo ships again. So I can keep producing military units, and there is an argument for that, but I think we really do need to get some trade routes going while it's relatively safe. We could end up losing them all, but if we don't, the potential reward is just easily worth it. So I think that does make sense. I think I'll put some of these units onto the water as well. I think we can probably risk all of them. We're going to want to push with everything we can. Okay, let's see what else has happened. So we know we lost a frigate, a privateer. Can't make the city-states happy, but we do at least have peace with most of them. Still at war with the Vatican, which we can easily solve. What's this quest? I've not seen this before. Or have I? Oh yes, I have. Support their war effort by gifting units. We're not going to do that, but I could pledge to protect them. I don't think there's much point. I think we just need to accept the reality. We're not going to get many allies in this game. But now we've made peace with 2 of our rivals, so as long as we can deal with what Attila has, this is the perfect time to make a push. Poland could still betray us. But if he doesn't, and he does seem to be going kind of peaceful if he's building things like that, if he doesn't betray us, then this seems very doable. Yeah, I'm still not going to accept that. I will try to find another player we can trade with. Tend to have good luck with the Celts, but I think we did offer it to them earlier, and that didn't work. I'm not going to take peace with Attila. The thing is, if we hadn't lost... Okay, whatever. If we hadn't lost this town up here, we would actually be doing fine. That was a really costly loss. So that was just a pretty small thing that completely made a difference between winning and losing, unfortunately. Okay, so I think we're ready now to make a push. We need to take it one step at a time. This guy has mobility, so we'll be able to see quite a lot. He's got an ironclad. Hopefully we can deal the damage to that. This thing doesn't have extra range, so if it's the first one to go down, that's probably okay. Might be a bit soon to make the push. But let's just do it. I think we've wasted enough time. Essentially we only have 10 turns before someone betrays us again, whether it's Theodora or the Netherlands. So better to play it safe. And I'm pretty tempted actually to go for the instant healing here, but I think we should still resist. Let's go for mobility. And let's just try and get our health back. Turn this thing round. This guy does have extra range. Okay, so he's got a Gatling gun. 14 pop town, that's not bad. We don't know what resources it's going to have, but 52 defense is definitely beatable. A Gatling gun in the town, that's not going to be able to hit us from range. Okay. So if he doesn't have too much hidden, That's definitely doable, I think. Need to be careful with this one. Okay, seems relatively safe. So we'll hit that, and start bringing the cannons forward. If the Sea Beggar survives, we might be able to capture the Ironclad, which would be pretty huge. And then the Worker's safe once again, but still not really much we can do with him. I might send him back. Although, there is a privateer here, so that might have been a mistake. I'm not sure we can deal enough damage with this. Still, it should be relatively safe. Not going to go down in one turn. If we send the Great Admiral up too, should at least be able to take the hit. And this guy's going to repair, and these units are all just going to stay put. We don't really need two Great Admirals here, but not really much else we can do with them. And if we do need to repair our fleet, we can. So it's good to have the option. So yeah, it does look like Byzantium got kicked off our lands, so that's nice. I think we now technically need open borders with her in order to pass between Iconium and Istanbul, but I can't imagine that's going to be a huge problem. And our science has gone up a lot. We're probably still not making as much as some of our opponents, but we're probably keeping pace with a few of them. I keep forgetting to actually get a worthwhile trade with this. It's not worth it for 5. A little bit worried for Paris. I feel like the Netherlands has already taken enough that they could probably take Paris. Okay, let's see. So we didn't lose any units, but... Okay, so he's not actually pushed on us either. We could try and capture the Ironclad. Fortunately, these are now friendly. If we try to capture the Ironclad, the risk, of course, is we'd have to put ourselves in range of the town. We might be able to take one shot, though. That's the thing. I think this is worth doing. So we're going to move this guy over to here. Actually, that will get the kill, so I don't think we can actually do it. Maybe the Great Admiral will make the difference? Not quite. Okay, I don't think any of our units are actually weak enough to take this shot and not sink it. No. That's fine, we can just go for the town instead. It's next to a mountain, so it can have an observatory. It's not got good food income from what I can see. And Attila's court doesn't look like it has great food income either. Let's see, so this thing does have extra range. But I don't think it can attack the town. So only thing we can actually do with this is attack the Ironclad. It's saying it might survive, but no it doesn't. Okay, never mind. And this also has extra range, so we'll start by looking for opposing units. Could potentially pillage that, but I think I'd rather just start weakening this. There's nothing he can do about this. Let's send this down for this instead. Let's take it step by step. So, there's a rifleman, but doesn't seem to have any extra navy. And then there's another town down here, but we should be safe at least to go one more tile. A couple of trade routes coming through here. If we can get both of them, that'd be great. And then this one has extra range, so we can reach. This guy has supply, so we can just heal up. Yeah, I think we really needed that piece with the Netherlands. If we captured a submarine, that would probably be okay, but it's just a little bit risky. And we can get our whales back. Puts us up to 11 happiness, which I'm not sure there's much we can do with it immediately, but once we take this town we can probably annex it pretty quickly. And then we can construct another workboat, which probably does make sense for these fish. Only takes 2 turns, so let's do it. And then cargo ship can be produced in 1 turn, so let's do that as well. And then down here I think we want to focus on buildings. Public school probably takes a bit too long, so I'm not sure what we should go for. Maybe the lighthouse. Or we could go for a workboat because we do have some fish here as well. And then the bank I think also takes too long, so let's just go ahead and get a workboat. Although I think we can produce those in our better towns, so I think lighthouse makes more sense, gives us a bit of extra happiness too. And then we've got a cargo ship here. I think we've got pretty good production here as well, so we can make another cargo ship in 2 turns. Don't really think we need to be producing military for now. And I don't think we quite have anything close enough to steal this privateer, but we can at least sink it. And we've produced a privateer here, but yeah, as I feared, we actually can't do anything with this. I could keep it around just to protect our internal trade routes if someone tries to push through, but we're going to need at least 2 of them. Although I guess we would have a zone of control if we put it here. And plus we can kind of see what Poland is up to, which he's definitely up to something. If I could just tempt him. I do have a bit of income now. If I could tempt him to go to war with the Netherlands again. That's really cheap. That's extremely cheap. He was obviously considering doing it anyway. I don't actually want him to go to war with Byzantium because it would just make him harder to fight later on. That's good. He's gone back to war. He might pay us for the cocoa. He pays us quite a lot. I'm not sure I can do much with the aluminium, but good to have the option. But I think for now, we're going to play it safe, get the gold. Yeah, I feel like we are kind of turning things around. I don't want to jinx it, but that should at least keep Poland off our back for a few turns. Should also keep William occupied. And then I'm not really seeing anything Attila has that's going to stop us. Okay, cargo ship. So the internal trade routes are fairly solid. We can pass 10 production down to Iconium if we want to. I suppose it's relatively safe. We are really far behind the Dutch in science, so we can potentially go for the +6 science, but that's not quite as impactful as it would have been in the early game. And I think it might be more useful just to get our smaller towns actually going. Because this town, I would have 100% raised it if it wasn't a canal city. But now that we do have it, I think we just need it to get actually going. And we'll see if we get any coal next turn. If nothing else, we should see if Attila has any, which might make him slightly more appealing to attack. So yeah, hopefully we will now see these units move to the west to attack the Netherlands. And the Netherlands is still at war with France, but I don't think France is going to do any real damage. He might be able to take his town of Tours back. Someone got attacked? Someone got attacked. I think over here, perhaps. Not sure exactly what happened. It says we didn't lose one. Okay, let's see. So, this has still lost some health, which is good. Yeah, it looks like they've actually come to attack down here. And this thing does now have access to extra range, so I think we do need to deal with these ships. Even though I do want to take the town as soon as possible. Let's see, this thing can't reach. Get another cargo ship, it's only 2 turns, still worth doing. And let's finally repair this citadel, not that it's going to do anything, but we need to do something with our workers. And then these 2 I could just leave to defend, which probably does make sense. I don't really want to pay the gold to upgrade it. So extra damage against naval units, I think that does make sense, and then we'll just park it in the town. Then we can upgrade it potentially at some point if we want to. And then I think the rest of these units, let's see if we can actually hit this with something. I doubt we can. I think we're just too far away with everything. We only have the 2 melee units, and they're not going to be able to come in. So I'm not sure if I really want to delay this, but I think we might not have a choice. Okay, take a big chunk of that. Okay, get rid of that. I'm sure that said it was way off killing it too, but okay. Then we can finish this off. If we have something that doesn't have extra range, that'd be ideal, but no, looks like pretty much all our frigates have extra range, which is obviously a good situation to be in, but I would rather use them against the town. I think we can still get one shot off. And then I think it's a bit too risky to send the cannons in just yet. But let's bring this guy down to the south. And if the Huns show up with more navy, then we can at least try to capture their ships. A little bit exposed here, but we do still have one frigate to defend. Because yeah, I'm sure we can take this down pretty quick. And then Attila's court has really good defense, but since we can outrange it with 4 different ships, he might not be able to stop us. And yeah, our science has picked up a lot. This was like 11 turns not too long ago. It's not very useful to us. I think it might make more sense to go straight for archaeology. Then we can get biology, which reveals oil, which is good for our production if nothing else. I don't think we got any coal. And I can't see any that Attila has either. I'm a little bit worried for this frigate, because something could come out of the shadows and take this out pretty quickly. Like the Ironclad, for example. But I think we just have to accept that. Okay, and this is done, so let's repair the holy site. Do we want to just focus on internal trade routes, or should we do something else? So I do want to build up Iconium, and I can really give that a lot of extra production. I can do the same for Ankara, which is probably more useful. It's the better town. And we do kind of need growth, but if we are going warlike, and if we are going to stay warlike, which I do think this guy is going to the west, I can't quite tell. But if we are going to stay warlike, then production is probably more useful than food. Yeah, let's just go for archaeology. This is almost not worth doing, but actually we can still take off Syria slightly quicker than I thought. I'm going to leave this thing healing up, and I think that is good. We can end the turn. We do have quite a lot of faith now, but sadly, due to the demise of Eastern Orthodoxy, there's not really much we can do with it. So let's just end the turn. The big question mark here is, does Attila have any extra units? William is plotting against me. That's going to be par for the course for the entire game, I think. I do really want to get some more iron if I can. Or some more frigates, but even frigates are starting to become a little bit outdated now. I don't think the Netherlands will declare on us while they still have to deal with Poland. Okay, Ironclad attacked the frigate, but the frigate does survive, so that's good. I think we're going to have to try and capture the Ironclad, even though I would rather attack the city, of course. Let's see, so the Sea Beggar is going to do an okay amount. This thing just needs to stay healthy. Okay, we can potentially capture this. We go this way, we've got 6 movement points, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4, yeah, we should be able to do this. While also keeping this safe, and potentially pillage the trade route at the same time. Okay, we don't capture it, but still useful to wipe it out. And then we can still keep attacking this, but don't really achieve too much from that. Still. Let's check if this thing actually has supply, which it doesn't. So we're going to keep it there. And then I think we could do with a bit of extra production here, but a granary is going to be really helpful in the short term. Lots of extra growth. And then we can get a temple here in 2 turns, which seems like a fairly good deal, but we can also get another cargo ship in just 2 turns. So let's do that. Hang on. This is a slight problem. I can kill them off though, so that's good. Keep our cargo ship safe. Not too sure what to do with this. I think we want to heal it up, but we have to send it quite far back. I suppose if we just put it somewhere in the middle, it's pretty unlikely that it'll get attacked first. So that probably works, and then we can still attack the town. Do a small amount of damage. And then we've got an extra cargo ship here, which probably is better off somewhere else. Let's just see our options. So 25 gold per turn from Assyria is undoubtedly solid, but not much science from that. A lot of science from Warsaw. Internal trade is still slightly more tempting, I think. Especially because our 2 towns to the south are pretty crappy, and Iconium clearly needs more growth, so let's just send that some more food if we can. Unless we don't have a granary. I would have thought we did. Yeah, so I'm not sure why we can't pass food unless we're already doing it, but I don't think we are. Of course we have a granary because we can see we can do it to Ankara and Istanbul. I'm not sure why we don't have the option to do it to Iconium. Can pass food to Ankara though, and Ankara would also benefit from that. But I think what I might do instead is send it to Iconium, just so it's that bit safer. Okay, so the World's Fair potentially is going to be kicked off in 5 turns. So I don't think we're going to be able to get Guzana going, but on the other hand, that's all the more reason to have lots of internal trade, just to bump up that production. I don't think we'll be able to outdo Casimir though, that's the thing. But the AI pretty much always votes for it. Okay, so if Attila doesn't come up with a big force now, we're going to be able to really do some damage. Ooh, damn. I thought I was safe. Okay, so that sucks. That was one of our best frigates. We do have spare iron, but that does not make up for losing such a good ship. To be honest, he produced that and he moved it out in the space of a turn, which I swear isn't supposed to be a thing. But yeah, that's really bad because it's going to be hard to wear this down now. And this thing's pretty weak too. So yeah, we're going to do too much damage. I think we might. Okay, just about survives, and then we can in theory take it, if the game isn't lying. Oh my god. That's dreadful. And we don't take it with that either, so this has taken a bad turn, all of a sudden. Can produce a frigate in 2 turns. I'm going to need open borders with Byzantium. I think I'm better off doing something else, like finally getting the Writers Guild. It only takes 1 turn. We should get at least a few great writers. Still, it takes a long time to produce frigates in places like this. Yeah, that really sucks. And he could just do it again. We should be able to take at least 1 shot, but still. Could be time to move in with the cannons. We kind of need to know what else he has. I think I'll decide next turn. I could upgrade this. It'll take a couple of turns. Okay, cargo ship, let's pass some production. Probably actually to The Hague. It's a little bit of a risky route, but that's a good place to produce another frigate from. Can't do it for some reason, I'm not sure why. Oh, of course, we don't have a workshop here, or a granary. So I could move it again, or I could just go for a bit of science from Warsaw, perhaps. They're not great options, so I think it does make sense just to go to Ankara. Then Ankara does have a workshop still. That's one of the few things that survived in Ankara. And I should actually check the situation with the specialists. So this place is still fine. We've got an unemployed citizen. Definitely make better use of him. Put him in the public school. And we also have one of those in Byzantium, or Constantinople even, which is not growing too well. But I still kind of think we have to do this. And yeah, that causes starvation, that's the thing. I think we do want to focus on the science, but we might need to send some food. I guess it's an easy problem to solve, but with the World's Fair coming up, there's a pretty good argument to go for production instead. I think because it's kind of an exceptional circumstance, we should just go for it, and potentially do some repairs with our worker. Get a bit more food here, as yeah, it does look like most of our farms have been destroyed. Let's actually fix up the farms before the holy site. I wouldn't normally do that, but clearly need the growth. And I am really tempted just to jump onto the shore here, but let's give it one more turn. I don't think I can capture this with a Great Admiral. No. Okay, I thought I'd try it. Although, I might be able to do it with the cannon. Probably not, and I can't be bothered to try and click through that. However that works, I'm still not sure. But yeah, I think we're going to need the land units now to make this push. Okay, that's fine. Not one of ours. And France has managed to get a frigate out, which is a good sign, because he's still at war with William. Okay, a privateer attacked our privateer. I'm not sure where that's happened. Just here, I guess. Okay. So yeah, that's the thing. It's going to be really difficult to actually make a push, because he's producing so many units. I think I might have done a bit too much. Yeah, so we're going to be forced to kill it. Or perhaps not. Okay, survives that, and then... The thing is, if we go for this and we take it out, then the town is going to take us out next turn, and then we don't have any melee ships left, but the Hague can produce them. And we do capture it, so that's great. And now, just to keep that safe, put our Janissary on the tile, as he does have a few units here to attack it with. But he's going to have to pass over the salt, which is going to take him some time. And I don't know if I have enough movement points to do this. I think I do. We'll plunder that. And yeah, we do still have enough movement, so that's great. Weaken the town a little bit more. And we definitely want a frigate. 6 turns is kind of long. But let's just go for it. And then I'm tempted to produce another privateer here. We can get it down there, probably in about 3 or 4 turns. Still a bit long. Zoo probably makes sense too, because our happiness will drop when we take the town. On the other hand, Lighthouse is 1 turn, and that is a bit of extra happiness. We don't have any fish though. Privateer in 2 turns is probably more helpful, to be honest, so let's just go for that. Netherlands have become influential on someone else. That might be us for all I know. I've been producing very little culture, honestly. Let's have a look. Yeah, literally +2 tourism output. That's kind of how it goes though. Okay, so let's see. Yeah, he's influential on us. That's fine. That just means we absolutely have to pick order, which we already knew. As long as he can't get influential on everyone else, that's okay. So yeah, we can pass some production to the Hague, so let's do that. And that's going to up it to 5 turns. It's still not a great replacement, because the main thing that was good about the frigate we lost, of course, was the extra range, but still. Pass even more production to the Hague, but it's a bit of a risky route. I might just send it to Ankara instead. Just because it's safer, let's just do that. And then cannon should be safe for at least 1 turn. We drop it. Can't land it this turn though, so got to keep it at least a little bit back. And then I should have a unit under here, which I don't know what I did. I must have skipped this turn, which was a mistake, but I'd like to land it if I could. Okay, I think we do need a bit more navy. We don't currently have enough to really attack. I don't want to risk the crossbowmen. I can upgrade them to Gatling gun, but yeah, I don't want to risk that. He can produce another unit now. He does seem to be buying units every turn in Guzana. But at least we have 2 melee units now. Yeah, I don't care about this. I can't really decide if I actually want Poland to take a town off the Netherlands or not. Attila's got Brandenburg Gate, okay. We lost a Janissary. I didn't think he could reach that, but okay. Yeah, so we could go for the Ironclad, but I guess he focused us down with the Gatling gun. I'm going to send this back to heal. And yeah, let's just risk this. Okay, we kill it. So we're going to lose the privateer. Yeah, it's proving to be a bit more difficult than I expected to take that town. Istanbul does have the spare frigate, or the privateer I mean, and we can produce another one in 2 turns. So if we just paid her for open borders, which requires an embassy, so let's swap embassies. Doesn't actually want to do it, okay. That's really annoying, that one tile. Huh. I mean, I could ask Poland instead, but that's a much longer journey. And I could just focus on producing cannons, but they're not going to be as helpful. Let's see, so stable is going to be like an extra +2 production. It only takes 1 turn to get it. Garden is only 1 turn as well, and that's not bad. But I'm not that bothered about great people, it's not really a priority. Windmill's not bad, but it just takes a bit too long, that's the thing. I think I'll get a workboat, because we should be fairly safe now. And then we'll build a privateer here, and we'll just keep the privateers coming, I think. Although in this town we just need more decent buildings, so let's start with the granary. So this has been repaired, and this can still have a farm, so let's get that. Can land a cannon, but I think we know it would get destroyed by the Gatling gun. So yeah, this is actually surprisingly hard to push on. We can only really do it from the sea, and we just don't really have the ranged options. The cannon's not going to help much, that's the thing. And we do want to keep it here just in case someone attacks us. Okay, so we've got a privateer. That should be down in a couple of turns. And we'll get another one in Constantinople next turn. Constantinople's growing again too, so that's good. This guy, I think, is about to start digging. But, whatever. Nothing we can really do about that. At the time, we really needed the open borders, so never mind. So I'm hoping we won't see another ironclad pop up, but I wouldn't be surprised. So yeah, he does build something, yeah, another ironclad. And we lost something. Yeah, we lost the privateer, which we knew, but yeah, we're going to have to actually pull back because there are just units coming out of there every turn. They're doing too much damage. Could just keep producing crap loads of privateers, but I'm not sure that's going to be enough. Okay, we've got a great general. Is there any actual land we can steal that we need? I don't think so. Yeah, it's not really worth it. I could bring it up just to help defend, but it's probably going to be best in our capital, just in case. Okay, let's see, how much damage can we do? I think we can sink it, but we're just going to be pushed back. This is a really annoying situation, but there's not a lot we can do. I could just buy the open borders and send the privateers down because we do need them. I'll see what she charges. 2 gold per turn. Yeah, I think we just have to accept it. It's really annoying, but an open borders probably quite a lot. No, just not willing to accept it. Okay, so that was a waste of time. Let's try this guy instead. No way to make it work. Why did he say there was no way to make it work when there was? Now I'm tempted to try her instead because she's just... the way through her lands is far more useful, but no, she doesn't want to go for it. Okay. Can at least get through Poland's lands, and I think we kind of need to. Because this is proving to be pretty tough. Yeah, I'm not sure how we can handle this. I think we just need the extra frigates. Let's check the world diplomacy once again. See if anyone has any spare iron now. Probably not. France has 0 money. Yeah, no one's got free iron. And unfortunately, our frigates are increasingly outdated. Let's see, so if we went for ironclads ourselves, it's not too far off, but I think what we want to do is we want to go for biology and then probably get Oxford University for refrigeration, which is going to mean we need to build a university in Iconium, but that's not so bad. I'm not actually sure where this worker is. There's not really much we can do with him. Actually, Iconium does need quite a few upgrades, especially to the wheat. Didn't even think about that. That's going to help a lot. And the Galleass I think we do want to probably bring round, but it's going to be very weak to the ironclad. I'm going to start moving back. I don't think we have a choice. Yeah, I don't think we can get the kill. So we could lose another frigate if we actually go for the shot. But if we leave them in low enough health, no, it's not going to do enough. I think we have to just send the frigate all the way back. And then this thing's kind of at risk, but yeah, not much we can do. If we could steal an ironclad, that would at least help. We would have wanted a submarine, sadly. Not an option. He might start producing them himself soon, but I would think we're probably ahead of him on science now, or at least not so far behind him in what we're producing. Certainly a big step up from the previous part, but I was hoping to take the town, of course. Netherlands could still stab us in the back, but I'm hoping he'll at least finish with Poland first. Okay, so he's not gone for the attack. Got a golden age, didn't even realise that was going to happen, but that helps us with our production. Okay, so we don't want to ban Cocoa, obviously. That's going to annoy him, but whatever. He's going to stab us in the back either way, so who cares. And I'd be tempted to go for something like the Artist Guild now, but I think privateers, if nothing else, they're pretty good fodder. Okay, let's see. So we take a couple of shots. I think we do put it in range of the privateer. But he probably has another one. But he seems to buy one every turn. Crap. Yeah, so now we put ourselves in range. Then we, well, It depends if he comes out with another ironclad. But yeah, I think we need to be fully focused on naval production at the moment. It's proving to be a lot more difficult than expected. I was hoping we'd have the town by now, but once we figure it out, once we kind of get a formula that works, I think Attila's court would go down, but damn, he's actually got bombers now. Okay. He wants our pearls. We have got spare. Just take his gold. And then he wants our gems for gold. Let's accept it. I don't know how he's supposed to pay for that, but okay. Let's see what they do. So another ideology has been adopted. France has gone for freedom. They are a pretty good cultural civ, but yeah, you can see that the Netherlands can now literally attack Paris from their own lands. Privateer goes down as expected. So yeah, we're gonna have to find some other way that doesn't involve just sniping them from range, because we just don't have enough to do that and hold off the units at the same time. If I could somehow put my privateer in the way to protect the frigates, we should be able to take at least one shot from an ironclad. We might not see them coming, but I guess these cannons aren't really doing anything, so I could send them down just as bait. Start taking some shots. And this frigate can hit from range, but I don't think there's a way we can quite reach, unless we've got mobility. I've got a new frigate. Let's see, so this is coming down. So from next turn we'll be able to attack with that. And we'll just keep the privateers coming. Apart from in this town, which definitely needs a university. But first, of course, we have to get the library. Probably also need an aqueduct pretty badly. Let's go for a workshop, since that's going to help with all of that. And then, how many turns do we get a tech? So 17 turns we get a tech. I think what we want to do is go for electricity. No, biology. Go for biology. And then we also need electricity, that's the thing. So we're still a way off. And I don't really want to go for steam power, because it's... well, we don't even have coal. So yeah, I don't want to go for that. But I think he's going to keep producing the ironclads. Okay. I think we do just have to overwhelm him with our privateers. Let's see what happens. I think he will just be able to pump out an ironclad every turn, but... yep, not going to accept that. Okay, so he hits us. I'm not sure what he hit us with. Oh, he's got his great war bombers. Crap, yeah, we're absolutely ages away from that. Peace treaties have expired. Okay, whatever. Those are just the allies of the Netherlands. Okay, so I'm now pretty tempted to maybe start spending the Great Admirals to heal up and just try and rush this down. I'm going to vote for Poland. Okay, let's see. So if we heal instantly, it's going to be tough. We have to bring it down really fast once we start hitting it. Don't know if we can go for it now. I think we might just have to go for it. We can put this up. And then that's going to probably get destroyed very quickly indeed by the riflemen. And then I do want supply, but as painful as it is, I think we just need to give ourselves the means to take a couple more shots. Yeah, I don't think we're quite dealing enough damage, so I'm getting a bit worried. Okay, we have got a lot of privateers coming in, which if nothing else can just take some shots. Okay, I am willing to spend the Great Admirals, because we got 3 of them. And build some pretty decent things here in just 1 turn. So stable would be +2 production. Probably not worth it. Zoo, we are kind of doing badly for happiness, so I think we kind of have to go for it. And then yeah, let's just keep the privateers coming. Even from this town, we just kind of need them from everywhere. So I'm hoping he'll attack the privateers instead of the frigates, and we'll lose at least 1 per turn. But that's okay if we bring him down. He can keep feeding in the bombers, and there's nothing we can do about those. 3 units down. Damn. He's got 5 bombers, yeah. Yeah, they're not doing enough damage. I think we might have to take peace, but then we're gonna need to take something out. Either that, or we hope that this kind of science boost that we've got at the moment is enough. Because the bombers just kind of wreck everything, that's the thing. So we have to kind of overtake him, and he's got flight, which is all the way over here. So it is looking bad, but we have got our internal trade going. And he would take peace. I don't know if he'd give us anything for peace. Let's just see this as an experiment. No. So I think he'll take peace, but we won't be able to actually get anything out of it. So we'd have to attack someone else instead. Byzantium does have a lot. And we can now pass through Poland. Thing is, I'm really not going for artillery. It's way off. +2 science from every specialist is probably going to help. Yeah, I think we're going to have to go for peace because we can't really push on this until we get our own bombers. The good news is we do still have 2 frigates with +1 range, which will eventually upgrade into battleships. And as long as we get our towns up and running properly, we should at least be able to match their pace, and this extra tech from rationalism is also going to help. So I think we have to go for peace. We clearly can't take the town with the bombers there. Of course, he will eventually go to war with us again, and probably so will the Netherlands. So all the more reason to potentially try and take out Byzantium. But we don't know where they're up to in tech either. If they start producing ships, planes I mean, that's going to be a big problem. Okay, on the upside we will be at peace with everyone, and I think that's at least a bit of a blank slate that we can do a lot with. So we're going to have to focus on upping our tech, but I think our internal trade routes are making a big difference. If we go for order, we can end up taking the Iron Curtain tenet, which is going to make our internal trade routes even stronger. And we might just be able to catch them up, because now is clearly not the time to go to war. We've just taken too much of a beating in terms of science from the various wars we've had. So yeah, I think I'm going to wrap it up with Attila there, but before we end the part, let's just get one last bit of revenge. Take this for another 200 gold. And I think he'll just take peace. Yeah, he does. Says he's friendly, but we know he's not. Okay, so we're going to have to pull back to The Hague, but we should definitely be able to catch up in science now. We were literally making like 100 science per turn in one of the previous parts, and we're now up to plus 286. So that should be enough. Also, if we do potentially go and attack Byzantium, then we at least know she's not going to surprise attack us, which is worth something. And we can upgrade the crossbowmen too. We have got quite a bit of gold to spend. So we have options, but yeah. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.